Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you the use of pauses and punctuations. When we talk about effective public speaking, what is important is that where you emphasize upon, which word of a sentence you are emphasizing upon, the most important words of the entire speech. So how we go about it is you first write down the entire speech, and you put ... for a short pause and a few more dots for a longer pause. Also, where you want to emphasize upon the word that on which you want to emphasize upon, you underline that word. So you will have a clear idea when you look at your speech where you have to emphasize upon and for how long you have to take the pause. So you're not leaving anything to chance, but everything is black and white and clear, so that you are not actually depending upon your memory when you are on the podium in front of 1,000 people, where you sometimes can become nervous and you cannot actually leave it on chance, like what if you become nervous. So everything should be crystal clear and nothing should be left on your memory. So whenever you have to emphasize upon any word, you use pause before and after that word, making it much more effective. Say, for example, if I have to say this is really important, so I will emphasize upon the word important and I'll use a pause before and after it. Say, for example, this is really important. So I emphasize upon the word important. Likewise, if I have to emphasize upon certain words in the entire sentence, say, I never said she stole my money. So when I'm emphasizing upon I, the meaning is different. I never said she stole my money. So it is not me who said she stole my money. Likewise, if I emphasize upon never, what does it say? I never said she stole my money. Means I never said. Maybe someone else said, but it's not me. And if I have to emphasize upon said, so how will it be? I never said she stole my money. Means I never said, I never really mentioned it in words that she stole my money. Maybe you understood it wrong. Maybe you took it wrong, or maybe it's a perception. I never said she stole my money. So if I put an emphasis on, say, the word she now, it would be like, I never said she stole my money. Maybe it could be someone else, but I'm not really sure if she stole my money or someone else stole my money. Likewise, if I pay emphasis on stole, so it would be like, I never said she stole my money. I mean, maybe I forgot it, kept it somewhere and forgot it. It would be a possibility, or maybe I spent it. So if I pay emphasis on my, I never said she stole my money. No, never. It could be someone else's money maybe, but my money has never been stolen. I never said about it. So likewise, if I pay emphasis on the last word, which is money, so it would be like, I'll leave it on you to try and guess. So well, that is how, where you put emphasis upon, that would really change the entire context. But what is important is, in public speaking, the use of pauses is very important. If you have seen the politicians speaking, how everybody starts clapping whenever they speak about any of their big achievements or whatever big they are going to be doing, whatever the context of their speech is, there they know to take a pause. And that is exactly when all those 10,000 people sitting there hearing their speech, they start clapping. What they are doing is, actually they are giving the audience time to absorb the message. I would stress upon the word to absorb the message and to grasp it and to respond to that particular message. To absorb the message, grasp the message, and respond according to the message. What response are they looking for? Is clapping. When will the crowd clap? when they will understand that it is something really remarkable that particular politician has done or is planning to do. So if they wouldn't give a pause, just be wiped off. Nobody will pay attention to it, because the human brain needs some time to absorb the message. So whenever you speak, that is why it is said that you should speak slowly, not very, very fast, so that you have time to think and the other person also gets time to absorb that message. So likewise, the use of punctuation. So why we are using punctuation is to give a certain depth or a certain meaning to what is being said. Say there is an exclamation mark or there is a question mark. So when do we use an exclamation mark in written English? It is like, is it? So when someone is not sure, or it is like, oh, it is, then we use exclamation mark or a question mark. So, if there is a question, then we use a question mark. So now what we are doing is like in spoken English, especially when we talk about public speaking, then you need to add emotion, a lot of emotion to what you are saying. If you will just narrate it in a monotone, actually it will just go flat. Monotone goes flat. So we need to add depth and meaning, and to add depth and meaning, emotions play a very big role. So when I talk about emotion in English language, it would be the use of punctuation. So the correct punctuation where it has to be used is very important. So likewise, when you write your speech, always use exorbitant amount of punctuations wherever you can, and do not leave it to your memory, or even if you are a very good orator and you think you can speak really well extempore on stage, you never know how it will go. But when you want to make sure and be 100% sure about what and how it is going to be delivered and the kind of impact you're looking for, never leave anything to chance. Everything should be in blueprint, black and white. So write down the punctuation, what punctuation you are looking for, and what reaction are you looking for from the crowd, the reaction that you want. Now, whether it's a speech for 10,000 people or whether it is a presentation for, say, 10 people in a certain corporate, it doesn't really make much of a difference as long as you are very clear in your head what exactly are you looking for. On now those particular words, the sentences you emphasize upon, and you use the correct pauses, and you use the correct punctuation, you use a lot of clarity, and you get the desired result. So coming back to punctuations, when we use a lot of emotion, then you are able to get into the psyche of the audience, not just speaking, but actually people understand when you use a lot of depth, a lot of meaning to it. So if you are speaking something like giving a meaning of I'm really happy, so the happiness should show, I'm really happy. If I would say something like I'm really happy, but actually I'm sad, and I'm saying I'm really happy, or I say I'm sad, but I say I'm sad. So, that doesn't really go with the context of what I'm speaking. The emotion or the expression also should match with what we are speaking. We'll be speaking about the use of expressions and body language in some subsequent videos. And for now, keep practicing your punctuation and pauses, which are the key elements of wonderful public speaking. Keep learning.